In 1918, a 542-foot naval vessel carrying 309 people sailed into the Bermuda Triangle and simply vanished. No wreckage, no bodies, no distress calls, just gone. This is the USS Cyclops, and her disappearance is just the beginning of something far darker lurking in these waters. Between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico lies a stretch of ocean that has earned a sinister reputation. The Bermuda Triangle, a place where ships don't just sink, they evaporate, where entire crews vanish without a trace, and where the rules of physics and logic seem to break down completely. Let's start with the USS Cyclops. The 4th of March, 1918. This was no small fishing vessel. The Cyclops was a massive Navy cargo ship, over 540 feet long, carrying 11,000 tons of manganese ore and a crew of 309 sailors. It was one of the largest ships in the Atlantic Fleet, unsinkable by the standards of the time. The ship left Barbados headed for Baltimore. Radio operators monitored its position. Everything was normal. The weather was clear. The seas were calm. And then silence. The Cyclops never arrived. No distress signal was ever sent. No wreckage was ever found. 309 people simply ceased to exist. Along with a 542-foot steel ship, the Navy launched a massive investigation. Theories ranged from structural failure to enemy U-boats, but nothing explained how a ship that size could vanish without anyone knowing it was in trouble. But the Cyclops wasn't the first, and it certainly wasn't the last. Let's rewind to 1840. The HMS Rosalie was a merchant ship found floating in the triangle with all sails set, cargo intact, and not a single person aboard. Crew gone, lifeboats gone, but the ship itself, perfectly seaworthy. It was as if the crew simply walked off the deck into thin air. Then there's the case of Flight 19. The 5th of December, 1945. 5 US Navy bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale for a routine training mission. The lead pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, radioed back, "We are lost. We cannot find West." Think about that. These were military aircraft with experienced pilots, navigation equipment, and yet, unable to find West. The last transmission, "We are running north and south." That was it. All 5 planes gone. 14 men vanished without a trace. The official report blamed pilot error, but pilots don't just lose their sense of direction in broad daylight. And search teams found no wreckage, no bodies, nothing. So what's happening out there? Scientists have proposed theories. Methane hydrate eruptions from the seafloor could theoretically reduce water density, causing ships to sink instantly. Rogue waves, freak weather patterns, underwater earthquakes. But none of these explanations account for the complete absence of wreckage. Ships don't just vanish. They leave evidence, debris, bodies, something. The Bermuda Triangle remains one of the few places on Earth where entire vessels and aircraft can disappear under seemingly normal conditions, and we still don't have answers. Decades of investigation, advanced technology, satellite surveillance, and yet the mystery persists. The question isn't whether ships are disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle. They are. The real question, the one that keeps us up at night, is why. What force? What phenomenon? What power could remove hundreds of people and massive vessels from existence without leaving a single clue? The answers are still out there, waiting in those dark waters, and we may never know what they are. If you're fascinated by mysteries that science can't explain, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We explore the world's most unexplained phenomena so you don't have to. What do you think is happening in the Bermuda Triangle? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching Vault Unknown.